Dinouniversity! Hey there, explorers! It's me, Pete the Penguin! Today, we're going on a wild adventure to meet some incredible animals. Get ready for some stampeding excitement because we're about to learn all about bison! That's right, the massive, mighty, and magnificent bison. You might have heard the word buffalo before, but guess what? When people in North America say buffalo, they usually mean bison. These animals are not only enormous, but they're also super important to the ecosystems where they live. Let's dive in and learn more about these amazing creatures. First things first, what exactly is a bison? Bison are large, strong, and furry mammals that belong to the bovidae family, which makes them related to cows and antelopes. They are covered in thick, woolly fur to help them stay warm during the cold winters. And their heads? Huge! They have massive heads with big, curved horns, and their shoulders are super high, giving them that humped look. But bison aren't just any big, hairy animals. They are the largest land mammals in North America. They can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. That's like a car, with fur. So, where can you find these giants roaming? Mostly in North America, like in the United States and Canada. Bison love to hang out in wide open spaces called prairies or grasslands. These areas are perfect for grazing because they're full of the grasses that bison love to eat. It's like an endless salad bar for them. Yum! And if you ever visit Yellowstone National Park in the U.S., you might see bison wandering around like they own the place, because they kind of do. Yellowstone is one of the places where bison still roam free, just like they did a long, long time ago. Did you know there are actually two main types of bison? Yup, let's meet them. The American bison is the most well-known bison and comes in two different varieties, the plains bison and the wood bison. Plains bison. These are the bison that used to roam the Great Plains in huge herds. Imagine thousands of bison running together across the prairies. These bison are slightly smaller than their wood cousins, but are still absolutely enormous. Wood bison. Now these big guys live farther up north in Canada. They live in, you guessed it, wooded areas. Wood bison are the largest subspecies and are even bigger than the plains bison. They're like furry giants of the forest. Wait a minute, bison in Europe? That's right! There's another type of bison, and it lives far away in the forests of Europe. They're called wisent, which is another name for European bison. They're a bit smaller than their American cousins, but they're still very impressive. European bison live in forested areas, and they love to munch on leaves, twigs, and bark. Did you know that millions of bison used to roam the prairies of North America? That's right. But a long time ago, in the 1800s, people started hunting bison for their fur, meat, and hides, and their numbers got really, really small. Bison nearly went extinct. But thanks to some amazing conservation efforts, like setting up national parks and protected areas, the bison population has grown again. Woohoo! So bison are still around today, though not in the huge numbers they once were. Now, bison aren't just big and strong. They also play a super important role in keeping the grasslands healthy. You see, bison are grazers. That means they eat grasses, which helps to keep the ecosystem balanced. And when they move around, their hooves actually help to till the soil, making it easier for new plants to grow. Oh, and another cool thing about bison? Their fur! When bison shed their thick winter coats in the spring, birds use their fur to make nests. How thoughtful of them, right? Bison are like walking wool factories, helping birds stay cozy. Let's talk about baby bison for a second, because they are so cute. Baby bison are called calves, and they're born in the spring. When they're born, they're not as big as their parents, of course, but they can weigh around 40, 50 pounds. That's like carrying around a big bag of potatoes. And even though they're wobbly when they're born, bison calves can run just a few hours after being born. Pretty amazing, huh? As they grow, calves will stay close to their moms for protection and food. In fact, a bison calf will drink its mother's milk for several months before starting to eat grasses like the adults. Soon enough, they'll be galloping across the plains with the rest of the herd. Speaking of herds, bison are social animals. They live together in groups called herds, and these herds are usually led by older, experienced females. Girl power, right? The males or bulls usually hang out in smaller bachelor groups until it's time to compete for mates. During the summer, the herds come together, and you can hear the males bellowing loudly. It's like their way of saying, "Look at me, I'm the strongest." They even have headbutting contests to show off their strength. But don't worry, bison are usually pretty calm. They spend most of their time grazing and relaxing. Just don't get too close to one in the wild. They're peaceful, but very powerful. Now that we've learned about their lives, let's throw in some fun bison facts to impress your friends. Bison can run really fast. Even though they're big, they can run up to 35 miles per hour. That's faster than a car driving in a neighborhood. Bison have poor eyesight, but their sense of smell is super strong. They can smell things from miles away. Even though bison look slow, they can jump. They can leap over fences and obstacles up to 6 feet high. Who knew they had such spring in their step? Bison don't mind a little cold weather. In fact, their thick fur keeps them warm even in snowstorms. So there you have it, folks. Bison are truly incredible animals. They're strong, smart, and an important part of keeping the grasslands healthy. Whether it's the American bison running across the prairies or the European bison roaming the forests, these giants of the animal world are here to remind us how amazing nature can be. Thanks for joining me, Pete the Penguin, on this wild bison adventure. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Keep exploring, keep learning, and I'll see you on our next adventure. Bye for now!
Subscribe for more videos!